Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Plated Live Battle Pets, and we're back at Salmon Springs. This is the third year in a row that we've done this. I love this event. It is a lot of fun. And I have to say, of all the intros we do, Pet Battle might be my favorite intro. Every time I sit back and watch that, I'm just so anxious and eager to see our competitors go at it. I mean, this was a groundbreaking event. Tonight, we actually got a full 16 brackets. We could not put anybody else in this tournament if we wanted to. We got our top 16 players. The standings are a little bit shaken up this season. Some people you're used to seeing at the top, not quite so much. But we do have some people coming back tonight, making their debut this year. I see the Shaman in the house. I see you, Sheila. I see the Animal is going to be turning it up tonight. JJ, the Minister of Madness, is going to be playing tonight. It's anybody's event. Anybody can win this thing. Last month when we did this, Valar won her first ever Pet Battle Championship. She beat the Pope. Pope is up and coming. He's going to be here tonight. Craven Light in the house. I mean, we got so many good players. I do have to give a super chat shout out, though. I got Valar in the house. Game over. Congratulations on your championship last month, Valar. She says, hello, 999 Army. Kills great mods. Channel members. Auction House. We got Death Drop. We got Ship Strike. And we got Pet Battle Salmon Springs. Now, before we get into it, I'm going to show you the standings and everything else. We will be rolling out and play testing a new battle. You guys know we have Death Drop. We have Pet Battles. We got Ship Strike. We've got the Kills game coming up soon. But we've got a brand new event that's going to be called Dragon Rise. And it is going to be wild. It is going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to take away from any of these other events. The circuits will continue. But it's going to be a brand new circuit, and you guys can get in at the ground level. More to come on that in the very near future. All right, let's take a quick look at what's been going on this season. You can see we started out Fire Lake with Julia winning the championship in January. Then Lexicon came in and won. And then Valar won the last one. But Valar is the defending Lava Mountain champion. But who won Salmon Springs last year? Well, let's take a quick look. It was Lexicon. Lexicon is a defending champion from 2024. So, will Valar go back to back? Will Lexicon go year after year? Or will it be one of y'all making your mark tonight and being forever recognized on the Playdead Live Max Awards? That's our wall. Let's take a quick look at the standings. You can see where we get the rankings. We've got Pro Tour leaderboard. This season, Julia coming in with 16 points. A cool 265,000 dead dimes for Julia this season. Look at Valar and Deadly Dimes, 250 and 240. However, Busy Bee, the only player in PDL career history to make over 2 million, 2.385. But if Julia places in the top 4 tonight, she'll be the second player to hit 2 million. You can see some of those other players. Look at Valar, Justice, Cat, Deadly Dimes, all over 1 million. Can Lexicon get over 1 million tonight? Can Craven Light win it? I mean, so many different options, everybody. Now, we're going to show everybody who you're going to be playing and the brackets. So here are tonight's brackets. We've got, oh, look at this. We got the number 1 seed. The Assassin will be faced off against JJ. Number 2 seed, Valar, facing off against the Shaman. It's her first seed. She's coming in at number 15. Lexicon coming in at number 3. Got Nightshade. The Cardinal, ranked number 4. Cardinal, you are ranked number 4, and for being ranked number 4, you get to play Busy Bee, who's ranked 14th. That's not much of a consolation, is it? Then we got, look, up and coming, the Pope coming in at number 5. He'll face the Animal. Trigger coming in at number 6. We'll face Fly Rod. That's going to be a lot of fun in round number 1. We got Craven and Kel in round number 1, and Cat and Justice. So there are a lot of good matches. You know, Pet Battle, it's just all about playing it, getting that win. There is no sudden death in Pet Battle. It's just going out and playing. All right. Well, let's get down to business, everybody. Our first match of the night is Cat versus Justice. Cat and Justice, give me those 999s. Justice is the higher seeded player. All right. So Justice is the higher seeded player. So that means, Cat, we're going to have you pick your pet first. All right, going with Crevice. Justice, which pet you want to go with? Going with Portia. Oh, Justice, he had to check his inventory. He's like, I think I got a pet advantage. And he does. First turn pet advantage for Justice. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves, and Salmon Springs is officially underway, everybody. All right, we got neither player with a block. So we'll map out the first one so everybody can see it. Cat, 41341. Justice, 34124. Now again, I like to map this out for the first one. So, Cat, kick to the head. Kick to the head, if you look down here, that is a 4-point attack. Justice did not block the kick. He blocked a bite. So the kick gets through. Now, did he defend any of it? This is the 25% defend. He did not defend against the headshot, and he didn't defend against the ankle. So that means all of that attack gets through. There were no specials used. So, players start with 5 points. Cat gets a 4-point attack, takes Justice down to 1. All right, let's go to the other side. And we did get a block on the other side. As I said, neither player blocked. That's why we map them out. You can see claw to the ankle. Claw is blocked. That means no points get through because of the block. Okay? So because Cat got the block, Cat gets the win because Cat takes no points. Justice takes 4. It is 1-0. So new players, that's the way we do it. All right. Let's go to round number 2, 20-second timer. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, this time we got, neither player blocking. Cat with the claw, Justice with the kick. Kick to the head by Justice. Cat does not block it and does not defend any of it. It all gets through. It's a 4-point attack. Over on the other side, we got a claw to the ankle. Not blocked, but 25% defended. But Cat used the pet juice, which means we get a tie. We get a tie this round. The pet juice, Justice defended 25% of the attack, but Cat used the juice, which made up the 25%. All right, let's go to round number 3. 20-second timer starts now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Oh, Justice bringing out the pet juice and Cat using the buff steal, so it doesn't count. So, we do it as if there's no buffs. Justice with a kick to the head. Cat does not block, but she defends 50% of the headshot. Cat with a bite to the neck. Bite is not defended. Neck is not defended either. Cat with the buff steal and the win. Cat the steal and the win in round number 1. Congratulations. Overcoming the pet disadvantage. All right, do we have Justice down for a rebuy? Maybe just getting his feet wet first match. Justice has won a few of these. Got Justice down for a rebuy. And just like that, everybody, we got a great pet battle to kick off tonight's match. And remember, we will reseed if we have to. All right, let's go to the next match. Do I have Craven Light? Do I have Kel? Craven Light and Kel. You know, you miss a month, Justice, you get a little rusty, right? All right, do we have Craven Light? Give me about 10 more seconds. All right. If he gets back at the end of round 1 or anytime in round 1, we will give him the opportunity to rebuy since we are in the first round. But Kel, getting the up, there he is. There he is, just in time. All right. Craven Light and Kel. Kel is a slight favorite. So Craven, you got to pick your pet first. Number 8, number 9 players. This is how closely they were matched up. Craven going with Temper. Kel going with Sprout. No pet advantage either way. 20-second timer starts now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Craven breaking out the paste. Neither player with a block. Craven goes kick to the head. Kel blocks 50% of the kick to the head. Kel goes with a punch to the belly. Craven doesn't block the punch, but he defends 50% of the belly. So, their attacks are even as far as damage, but Craven plays the pet paste. Craven Light with the win in round number 1. Only one win away from advancing. Round number 2, 20-second timer starts now. Sometimes you got to break out the paste early. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Craven going with the pet juice. Kel going with the paste. Neither player with a block. Both players going with a bite to the neck. Both players defend 50% or 25% of the neck. See that in the number 5 spot. But Kel plays the pet paste, which means she wins by 1, and Craven wastes his pet juice. Because each player, exact same attack, and defended the same amount of that attack. All right. It's 1-1. Tiebreaker. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Oh, Craven stealing the buff. Smart move. But Kel getting the block. Even smarter move. Kel with the block. Kel with the win. See if Craven is down for the rebuy. All right, no rebuy says got to work. All right, Craven, good to see you jumping back in. Craven Light exiting with a 16th place finish. All right, do I have the Pope and the Animal? Pope Alexander and the Animal. This is going to be a good one. Pope and Animal, give me 999s. All right, last call, Joe. All right, he says Portia. All right, that means he's here. All right, we'll go with that. All right, we got the Pope, who's the favorite. Got the Animal. Animal says he's going to play Portia. Pope, pick your pet. Going with Larson, no pet advantage either way. 20-second timer starts right now. Pope coming in as the number 5 rated player. Animal number 11. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. All right, we got Pope with a kick to the head. Animal with a bite to the neck. Neither player blocking the other player. Animal does not defend the shot to the head. Pope, 50% defense. Yes, 50% defense on the neck area. Win goes to the Pope in round number 1. Animal's got to come back strong. Pope trying to close the door. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. We got, oh, look at this. Pope going with the paste. Animal says, no, no, no. I'm going to buff steal it. So there is no buff this round. Let's get down to the basics. Both players with the same attack. Punch to the belly. Animal does not block the punch and does not guard against the belly. Animal, punch to the belly. Pope with a 25% defense of the belly. Pope with the win, even though Animal stole the buff. Pope had the better attack and the better, or the same attack but a better defense. Congratulations, Pope, getting the win. Animal, are you down for a rebuy to stay in it? It is double elimination in round number 1. Animal says, heck yeah, I'm down for a rebuy. All right. We'll see Animal won the bracket shortly. Once we get back around to him, we're going to put Animal over on this side, waiting for his opponent. All right. I'm waiting for this one. How about a little trigger, a little fly rod? Let's go. Let's go. Family matters it is. Trigger and fly rod. Give me those 999s. I think people sign up just to see trigger and fly rod play. Kel and Lexicon play. Fly rod and Nightshade play. All right, here we go. They're both ready to go. Now, Trigger is the favorite. She's higher rated this season by a little bit. So, Fly Rod, you got to pick your pet first. Fly Rod with Chime. Trigger with Larson. All right, they both picked their pets. There is no pet advantage. So, 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got, Trigger with 6 digits and the forfeit. Fly Rod getting the win in round number 1. Oh, she went fat finger. Nerves kicked in. Oh, no. All right, advantage Fly Rod. Yep. Oh, the oops in round number 1. Fly Rod. One win away from advancing. Trigger happy. That's it. All right. Fly Rod putting the pressure. He must have been like looking over, making faces like, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't. And then she messed up. All right. Round number 2. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Make sure she doesn't go seven digits this time. Put somebody's phone number in there. All right, we got neither player with a block. Fly Rod, kick to the head. Trigger does not block the kick, does not defend against the shot to the head. It all gets through. Over on the other side, Trigger with a punch to the belly. Fly Rod defends 50% of the belly. Fly Rod with a clean sweep and the win. Oh, we got bragging rights already. Let's see if Trigger is down for the rebuy. Fly Rod getting a clutch first round win. Trigger says, heck yeah, give me that rebuy. All right. Trigger down for the rebuy. Let's get the next match, and we'll see both of them soon. All right, first 4 matches. I moved the wrong player, by the way. There we go. First 4 matches under our belt. We got 4 more to go. Now, this one is a little crazy because you guys know Busy, like forever, ever, is one of the highest rated players in PDO history. So she's down near the bottom because of participation and early exit. So here we go. We got the Cardinal and Busy. Give me triple nines. Cardinal and Busy. Now, I do know that Busy is at work. So the message that I got from Busy earlier is, I may be at work. If I am, then give me the rebuy. So she says, if I have to forfeit the first match, I will rebuy. So Busy still at work, has to forfeit the first match, but she's playing strategic because she wants to stay in it. So congratulations, Cardinal. Busy getting the rebuy. So we will see Busy again in the consolation. All right. Do I have Nightshade and Lexicon? Nightshade and Lexicon. Give me triple nines. All right. Lexicon is the defending champion and the higher rated player. So Nightshade, you have to pick your pet first. Nightshade going with Splash. All right, Lexicon, pick your pet. Crevice. All right. No pet advantage either way. Good luck to both players. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post those moves. Both players with a punch to the belly. Neither player blocking. Nightshade does not defend. 25% or 50% of the belly. It all gets through. Nightshade punch to the belly. Lexicon defends 25% of the belly. Win. Lexicon 1-0. Round number 2. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got similar attacks again. But this time, Nightshade with the block. They both went kick to the head. Nightshade gets the block. Lexicon does not block. He does use the pet juice. Doesn't matter because he blocked. He gets the win. It is 1-1. He did burn a special. Tiebreaker. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Oh, Nightshade going with the buff steal. Smart. And both players with the exact same move, claw to the ankle. Neither player blocks, but no buffs. Nightshade, 50% defense against the ankle. Lexicon only 25. Nightshade gets the win. Back to back. Nightshade, it looked bad from the start, but he came back strong. See if Lexicon is down for the defending champ. Is she down for the rebuy? Of course, Lexicon says, of course I got to rebuy. I got to defend my title. All right, we will see Lex shortly. Nightshade, huge win in round number 1. Big upset. All right, this next match is another one. These used to be the number 2 and number 3 rated players. But as we said, Shaman, this is her first tournament this year. So we're going to see if there's rust. Valar just won her first championship. So Shaman and Valar, give me triple nines. I know you're in the same faction. I know you're best of friends. But you know what? Right now, it's about the battle. It's about leaving it all out on the field. All right, Shaman, got to pick your pet first. Oh, Shaman says, I'm playing socks. So, Valar, that means you have to pick your pet. Oh, she's picking crevice. So now, because Shaman played socks, Shaman, you get to pick a new pet. A little trickeration there. Splat. Oh, she didn't have Portia. If she had Portia, she could have gotten a pet advantage right there. All right, but she didn't give up a pet advantage. So that's the way socks works. Makes your opponent pick first. All right, 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got neither player with a block. Not a lot of blocks tonight. Valar going with the bite to the neck. Shaman going with a kick to the head. As I said, neither player with a block, but the bite to the neck, Sheila does not defend either part of it. Sheila goes with a kick to the head. Valar defends 50%. Advantage of Valar 1-0. All right, round number 2. 20-second timer starts now. Shaman's back is against the wall. Will Valar finish the job, or will Shaman come back and tie this thing up? Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post those moves. Valar breaking out the pet juice. Shaman breaking out the pet juice. Both players with the same attack. Neither player with a block. And neither player with a defend of the belly. So no blocks, no defense, and they both burn a special. It is a tie. So it is still 1-0. Advantage Valar. Let's go to round number 3. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post those moves. Oh, both players stealing the buff. You guys are tricky. Both players with the same attack. Neither player with a block. And neither player defending the ankle. Imagine that. The exact same attack, no blocks, no defense, and they both burn a buff steal. All right. Round number 4. 20-second timer, still advantage Valar. Shaman is not going down without a fight. She's making Valar work for every bit of it. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Double pet paste. Both players blocking. Imagine that. All right. Different attacks, and both players block the other person's attack, so they both burn their pet paste, and they tie a third time. All right. Villar went with the bite. Salmon blocked it. Salmon went with the kick. Villar blocked it. All right. No specials left for either player. Don't type one or you'll lose. 20-second timer starts now. Salmon is going to have to find a way to win 2 games. Big advantage Villar with neither player having a special. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. We got neither player with a block. Punch to the belly, bite to the neck. Villar, punch to the belly. It is not blocked, and the belly is not defended. Sheila, bite to the neck, 25%, defended by Villar. Villar with the win, 2-0. But Sheila made her work for it. Wow, what a good match. Question is Salmon down for the rebuy? Looks like she got the dust off after a little bit. And a good move to play socks in the beginning. Very good strategy. Salmon is down for the rebuy. Said, I'm not going out like that. Good matchup. Now, one thing I do know is because Villar is one of the higher rated players, she automatically has advanced. She will not have to play, so she will be waiting in her bracket. Also, Cardinal is ranked number 4. Cardinal has advanced. Those two are 100% guaranteed. The other players, we're not sure yet. But Villar and Cardinal are both in the final 8. All right, we got one more match, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I like to call it a Texas two-step because we got 2 Texans in the house. We got the number 1 player, the assassin, Julia, and, well, somebody's been bouncing ideas off of her, JJ, ranked number 16. So JJ and Julia, give me triple nines. This is the final match of round number 1. Here we go. All right. JJ, you are a big, big underdog, but we've seen number 16 players win. You got to pick your pet first. And I guarantee you, Julia's got a notebook with your name on it. She's been watching, checking her notes. She's flipping through her notes right now. Portia. Julia's notes say, on the 12th of February, JJ used buff steel on her second maneuver after playing a kick to, I'm telling you, we'll see. All right, no pet advantage either way. Good luck, both players. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. We got JJ with a kick to the head. We got Julia with a punch to the belly. Julia with the block. Wow, I told you she's got notes, JJ. JJ goes with the kick. Julia blocks the kick. Julia gets the win because JJ does not block the punch. 1-0. Round number 2. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post those moves. Can JJ come back, or will Julia finish the job in round number 1? JJ using the pet juice. Julia no buff. We'll see if that cost her. We got JJ with a kick to the head. Julia does not block the kick, but she does defend 50% of the shot to the head. Julia with a claw to the ankle. JJ does not block the claw, but she blocks 25%, which means JJ burns the pet juice, and it is a tie. JJ defended 25%, Julia defended 50%, but she had the pet juice, which made it a tie. So let's go to round number 3. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. We got Julia with the pet juice. JJ, no buff this time. JJ kick to the head. Julia does not block the kick, but she does defend 25% of it. We got Julia with a punch to the belly. JJ does not block the punch, but she defends 50%. So just like the last round, but this time it's flip-flopped, JJ had a better defense, but Julia had the pet juice. So it is a tie yet again, and each player has used one special. Let's go to round number 4. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Can JJ get a win and get back? Or is Julia going to finish the job? Oh, look at that. Julia used the buff steal, and JJ's like, I'm not using a buff. A little psycheration there. JJ, kick to the head. Julia does not block the kick. She defends 25%. Julia with a bite to the neck. JJ does not block the bite, and she does not defend either. Julia with the clean sweep and getting the win against JJ. JJ making her work, though. Making her work a little bit. All right. Do we have JJ down for a rebuy? Come on, JJ. The night is still young. And we've seen people come back through. It can happen for anybody. All right, JJ says, no rebuy, I want to watch. All right, so a couple things that I do want to say. JJ, no rebuy. Craven, no rebuy. JJ, 15th place finish. Great group tonight. We are absolutely packed. 16 players, and I know we don't do this often, but I want to thank all of you guys for participating. We have been going strong with Play Dead Live. I mean, we're in our 6th year. That's pretty awesome when you think about where it all started with us going through with the zombie apocalypse and then playing singles, doubles, faction wars, all the things we do. I really appreciate when you guys take the time to show up, whether it's for a Good to Be King fishing event, or a fish strike or Thursday night. So I don't want anybody to take it for granted and think that we don't want you guys. Nights like tonight, we have 16 players out here, players that we've seen play for 3, 4, 5 years. Really, really awesome. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our channel, a part of our game, a part of our community. If you don't know what Play Dead Live is about, sign up at playdeadlive.com, but also our YouTube channel. This is where it all goes down. These are real people playing real games and enjoying the competition with each other. And, you know, we play for currents and we play for accolades and we play for those gavel globes and those gears. So thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you and everything that you do for the game. All right, so Julia, the number 1 player, does automatically move on. So we know that at least 3 of those players are on to the next round. That means we're going to look at the seeding on each side. We'll have three of the players have moved on. The next highest seeded player is the Pope. Will automatically move on to the next round. Elimination match. Shaman versus Trigger. Shaman and Trigger. The winner advances, the loser is out. Give me triple nines. All right. Trigger is the favorite, so Shaman. You got to pick your pet first. Splash versus Larson. Neither player with a pet advantage. Wait a minute. Oh! Trigger. Picking Larson. Splash is a pet advantage. Look at that. She typed it quick and didn't stop to think about it. Shaman has a pet advantage in round 1. Ouch. Here we go. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Push your move. All right, both players with their attack in. Neither player with a block. Shaman punch to the belly, not blocked. No part of that defended. It all gets through. Over on the other side, Trigger. Claw to the ankle, not blocked. None of us defended. It would be a tie, but Shaman has the first turn pet advantage because of the pet. Shaman gets the win. She gets the extra rage. Ouch. All right, Trigger, you got to come back strong. Shaman on a hot streak. 20-second timer starts now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Will Trigger make a comeback, or will Shaman finally shake the rust off and get back into the scope of things? Shaman with the pet juice. Trigger says, I'm stealing that buff. There is no pet juice. And we got Trigger with a kick to the head. Shaman does not block the kick and does not defend against the head. On the other side, we got Shaman with a claw to the ankle. Not blocked, but a 25% defense. Trigger gets the win because of the buff steal. Wow. She stole her buff, so it didn't count, and then she got a little bit of a defense. We are tied 1-1. Get your popcorn, everybody. 20-second timer starts now. No one wants to go home. This is high pressure. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move and good luck. Shaman stealing the buff. Trigger didn't play a buff. Ouch. A little trickeration. We got Shaman with a punch to the belly. Trigger does not block the punch. 25% defense on the belly. On the other side, we got Trigger with a claw to the ankle. Shaman doesn't block it, but she defends 25%. That means we got a tie. Shaman did waste the buff steal, but remember, you can play 3 specials in a game, and it is a tie. It's still 1-1. 20-second timer starts now. I told you, nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to go home. They're doing everything they can. Their best attacks, their best defenses, getting into the mind of the other player. But one mistake can cost you it all. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got Shaman with the pace, Trigger with the pet juice. Neither player with a block. Shaman, kick to the head. It is not blocked, but it is 50% defended. Ouch. Over on the other side, we've got Trigger with a bite to the neck. Bite to the neck. It is not blocked, and none of it is defended. Because Trigger has a 50% defense, Trigger gets the win by 1. A 25% defense, we would have had a tie, but a 50% defense is just enough to get past the paste because she played the pet juice as well. The difference between the juice and the paste is 25, but a 50% defense gets the win for Trigger. Coming back strong, both players. Shaman, good to have you back. Couple more matches. I think you'll be right there where you were before the first of the year. But you played solid on both of them. Trigger overcoming a pet advantage and getting 2 big wins. Congratulations. All right. Do we have Busy and the Animal? Hopefully Busy is here this time. Busy and the Animal, give me triple nines. There she is. All right, we got Busy. We got the Animal. Question is, who's the higher rated this season? Animal is. Animal number 11, Busy number 14. So, Busy, you have to pick your pet first because Joe is favored. Busy going with Arsenal. Busy got a brand new pet. She's like, I'm bringing my Arsenal. Larson for Busy. Animal says, I'm going to break out Portia. All right, there is no pet advantage either way. Good luck to both players. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Oh, Animal stealing the buff right out of the gates. It's pretty crafty there. But Busy gets the block on the Animal. Animal throwing the punch to the belly. Busy blocks the punch. Busy throwing punch to the belly. Animal does not block it. So even though Animal stole the buff, Busy does lose her paste. Animal loses his buff steal, but more importantly, Busy gets that first round win. All right, Animal, you got to come back strong. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. This time, Busy flip-flopping it around and stealing the buff. And Busy getting the block, Busy getting the win. Oh my goodness. She went straight psych mode and double blocked him back to back and stole his buff in the process. And just like that, Busy Bee is back. Double blocking Busy Bee sends the Animal to the exit. Wow. 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 Joe, good run, but Busy's hungry. And you know, when a bee gets hungry, a bee has to eat. Animal hitting the exits at number 13. And Joe, good job tonight. I know you're playing on your phone. Your computer is down, but I appreciate you making the effort and jumping in. So good match, good event tonight. Like I said, we're happy to have everybody back in the mix. All right, we have reseeded. And these are elimination matches. we've got Cat Lexicon, Trigger and Kel, Justice and Flyrod, and Nightshade and Busy. You win, you get in the final 8. You lose, you are eliminated. All right, we start out with Cat and Lexicon. Give me triple nines. All right, and Lexicon is the favorite. Number 3 rated player. This would set up a huge match between Lexicon and Julia. Either way, both these players are top-notch players. Cat, pick your pet first. Crevice. Lexicon, pick your pet. Larson. All right, no pet advantage either way. Good luck to both players. 20-second timer starts now. Cat, grand champion a couple years ago. Lexicon, defending champion for Salmon Springs. Like I said, there are a lot of top-notch players in tonight's event. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Neither player with a buff. Both players with a kick to the head. Cat does not block the kick and does not defend any part of it. Lexicon does defend against the kick 25%. Well, not the kick, but the shot to the head. 25% advantage. Lexicon, round number 1, 1-0. All right, round number 2. 20-second timer starts now. Lexicon gets the win. Cat is eliminated. If Cat gets the win, we go to a tiebreaker round. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got Pet Juice versus Pet Paste. Oh, and we got Lexicon with a block. All right, Lexicon with a block, which means none of those points get through. Lexicon with a punch to the belly. It is not blocked, not defended. Cat plays the paste, but it doesn't matter. Lexicon plays the juice. Lexicon with the block. Lexicon with the win. Lexicon is back in the final 8. Congratulations. Cat with an early exit. All right, we're starting to see some of our matches take shape. We got a few more. How about Busy Bee and Nightshade? Give me those triple nines. Busy and Nightshade. A trip to the final 8 is on the line. All right. Nightshade is the higher rated player, barely. This is the number 13 and number 14. So Busy, you got to pick your pet again. It's a tough road, we know. Going with Larson. Nightshade. Going with Splash. And Nightshade does have a pet advantage. Splash over Larson. First turn pet advantage. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Both players playing super fast the way we like it. Both players with the same move. Busy Bee with a block. She is 3 for 3 in blocks. 3 rounds and 3 blocks. She did burn the pet paste. But because she got the block, the pet advantage doesn't matter. Busy Bee 1-0. All right, let's go to round number 2. 20-second timer starts now. Can Nightshade mix it up and get Busy out of people's heads? Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got the pet juice. And Busy with the buff steal. All right, this time, Nightshade would have kicked it ahead. Busy does not block the kick. She does defend 50% of it. Over on the other side, Busy with a claw to the ankle. Nightshade does not block the claw, and only 25% of the defense. And because she got the steal, Busy gets the win. She stole his buff, and she got a 50% defense compared to a 25. Busy Bee is on fire with a super, super clean sweep. Wow. After the rebuy, she has played exactly 4 rounds in 2 games. Nightshade, you ran into a buzzsaw. Good tournament, though. But tough matchup. Coming out at number 11. All right, great job so far, everybody. We got a couple more spaces to fill. How about Trigger and Kel? Give me triple nines. All right. Trigger is the favorite. Kel, you got to pick your pet first. Winner has a date with Villar. If you win this match tonight, if you win this championship tonight, you will remember it because there's a lot of good players tonight. So there is no shame in losing because every match you play is going to be against a top tier player. Kel says Sprout. And these are some of the best tournaments because it's the best competition. Sprout versus Larson. There is no pet advantage either way. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Neither player with a special. We got Kel with a punch to the belly. The punch is blocked by Trigger. Trigger with a kick to the head. It is not blocked. Advantage. Trigger 1-0. One win away from advancing to the final 8. Kel, you got to come back strong. Trigger is looking to advance. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Oh, Kel with the pace. Trigger says, let me steal that. But Kel with the block either way. And even though Trigger stole that pet paste, Kel managed to get a block. Kel goes with the punch to the belly. Trigger does not block the punch. We are tied. Kel losing her pace. Trigger losing her buff steal. It is 1-1. The loser goes home. The winner is in the final 8. 20-second timer starts now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move and good luck. All right. Kel using a buff steal. Trigger doesn't use a buff. Neither player with a block. Kel going claw to the ankle. Trigger does not block the claw, but she defends 25% of the ankle. Trigger going claw to the ankle. Kel does not block it and does not defend the ankle. Trigger with the win and advancing. Both with the same attack. Neither defending. It really came down. Neither blocking. It came down to the defense, and Trigger slightly better defense. 25% to 0. Man, it gets intense when you get to this level, doesn't it? You come into the night, you're feeling good, you feel like it's your night, but then somebody else feels good too, and they feels like it's their night. And we are one match away from our final 8. Kel finishing in 10th. All right. Justice and Fly Rod. Give me them 999s. Justice and Fly. All right. Justice is the higher rated player coming in. So Fly Rod, you got to pick your pet first. Winner moving on to the final 8 and will be in the standings. Remember, 7 and 8 get points. Top 6 are in the money. Fly Rod says Chime. Justice. Pick your pet. Going with Larson, there is no pet advantage either way. Good luck, gentlemen. Trip to the final 8's a big deal. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Neither player with a special. Neither player with a block. Fly rod. Punch to the belly. Justice doesn't block the punch and does not defend the belly. It all gets through. Justice, bite to the neck. Fly rod does not defend the bite, but he does defend 25% of the neck. Advantage fly rod, 1-0. All right, fly rod 1 win away from advancing. Justice got to come back strong. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. We got Justice going with a pet paste. Fly rod with a bite to the neck. Justice does not defend, or does not block the bite, and does not defend. It all gets through. Over on the other side, fly rod, Justice with a kick to the head. Kick to the head, 25% defended. But Justice played the pet paste, which is worth 50%. So, fly rod choosing not to play a special. He did have a defend, but Justice with the paste gets the win. Does burn the special, though. It is 1-1. Tiebreaker. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Oh, we got fly rod using the pet juice. Justice says, I'm going to steal it. So we got fly rod with a bite to the neck. It is not blocked. 50% defended. Justice punch to the belly. Fly rod blocks it. Fly rod with the win. Even though Justice stole the pet juice, fly rod gets the block and therefore gets the win and is moving on to the final 8. What a good match. Good strategy. Justice says, I'm going to steal it. He also defends. 50% defense. But fly rod needed the block and he got it. And just like that, the champ fly rod is moving into the final 8. Justice, welcome back. But it does take a little bit to kind of get back into the swing of things. All right, and our final 8 are set. Everybody, do me a favor. How about a big congratulations to the final 8, just to get to this point. And look at the matches we got lined up. Wow, you got Julia and Lexicon, long-time battle. They have played each other many times in these battles. You got Valar and Trigger, same thing. On the other side, we got Busy, but we got 3 up-and-comers as well. We got Fly Rod, Pope, and the Cardinal. This is going to be one for the ages. All right, now we do have to start with the lowest combined seeding, which is Busy and Fly Rod. Busy and Fly Rod, give me triple nines. All right, Busy, you are the underdog, so you have to pick your pet first. Fly Rod coming in ranked number 12. Busy coming in ranked number 14. This is for a trip to the Final Four. Busy going with Crevice. Fly Rod, she's going with Crevice. What is your pet choice? Fly Rod going with Larson. There is no pet advantage. Good luck to both players. 20-second timer starts right now. This is what you play for. You play for these moments to get in these games, to go from 16 to 8 to the Final Four. Every win against a brand new opponent. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Let's see who's going to get out of the gates quickly in the final 8. Busy breaking out the pace. Fly Rod says, let me hold off on it. We got Busy with a punch to the belly. Fly Rod does not block the punch, but he defends 50%. Fly Rod with a claw to the ankle. Busy does not block, does not defend. That means because Fly Rod defended 50%, he gets out with a tie, which is not bad since Busy used a pet paste. Normally use a pet paste, it's huge advantage, but Fly Rod defended 50%, so it is a tie. Busy loses a special. Round number 2, 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Oh, they both went for the steal. All right, not bad. But we got Busy with a bite to the neck. Fly Rod does not block the bite and does not defend the neck. Fly Rod with a claw to the ankle. Busy does not block the claw, but she does defend 25%, which is all she needs. So even though they both used a buff steal, Busy squeaking out a victory. Fly Rod down 1. He's still got 2 specials to Busy's 1. 20-second timer starts now. Up, stop. Oh, hold on. I did not see it. Back it up. All right. Yes, Busy does have 6 numbers. Fly Rod gets the win. All right, let's back up. Make sure we use the specials. Sorry, that 4 looked like it was part of the B, and then when I focused on it, I actually saw the 4. All right, Busy playing 6 numbers. She did play the buff steal. So, Fly Rod is now up 1-0 and has 2 specials to Busy's 1. So that changes things. Everybody take a deep breath. Let's go to the next round. 20-second timer starts right now. Busy needs a win to stay in it. Fly Rod, 1 win away from the Final Four. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Both players playing the pet juice. Busy with the block this time around. Fly rod does not get a block. Advantage, Busy. Fly rod using the pet juice. Busy using her final special. It is 1-1. Now Fly Rod's slight advantage. Fly rod has a special left. Busy doesn't. But you never know what's going to happen. All right. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves and good luck. Busy, no special. Fly rod with the paste. We'll see how it plays out. Busy with a claw. 2, the ankle. Fly rod kicked it ahead. Fly rod not blocked and plays the paste. Fly rod with the win. Busy gonna be thinking about 6 numbers all night long. Ouch. Busy, that extra number ended up being your undoing tonight. Congratulations, Fly. But good to have you back in a tournament, Busy, even though you're working tonight. Glad you're able to participate. Fly rod moving on to the final 4. Busy's been there many times. She'll tell you, it's a good place to be. Busy still finishing in number 8, so Busy working your way back into the standings a little bit. You got points tonight, right? So Busy's had a rough start to the season, but this is the first time she's actually getting back into points. So that'll help with her standings. All right, how about the number 4 and number 5 players? How about the Pope and the Cardinal? Give me 999s, Pope and the Cardinal. This is a matchup I wanted to see. These two are starting to get a little bit of a rivalry. Both good players, both starting to play well. Cardinal is slightly higher rated. He's number 4, Pope's number 5. Pope, you got to pick your pet first. Going with Larson. And you would know it'd have to be a mirror versus arc too, right? I mean, Pope and Cardinal, mirror arc. Pope picks Larson. Cardinal picking Sprout. There is no pet advantage either way. 20-second timer, gentlemen, starts now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got Cardinal breaking out the paste. And Cardinal getting the block. Ouch. Pope threw the punch to the belly. Cardinal blocked the punch. Cardinal strikes first. He did play the paste, but he got the win, up 1-0. Pope's back is against the wall. 20-second timer starts now. Cardinal's been here. He's a veteran. Pope just getting a few tournaments under his belt. This is for a trip to the Final Four. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. We got, oh, Cardinal stealing the buff. Pope was going for the juice. And, oh, but Pope got the block this time. Cardinal with a kick to the head. Pope says, I'm blocking the kick. Over on the other side, punch to the belly. Cardinal does not block it. So, Cardinal using the buff steal, which means the juice meant nothing, but Pope with the block. It is 1-1. All right, guys. Nothing to be nervous about. If you win, you go to the Final Four. If you don't, you finish 7th. You got to watch. Let's get down to business. 20-second timer starts right now. It is 1-1. Who is going to move on? Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Good luck. We got Pet Juice versus Paste. Neither player blocking the other player. Let's map it out. I got the Cardinal with a claw to the ankle. Claw is not blocked. Pope does not defend the ankle. Over on the other side, we got Pope with a punch to the belly. Cardinal does not block, does not defend the belly. Pope gets the win. Pet Paste beats Pet Juice. Neither player blocked, neither player defended. Congratulations to the Pope going on to the Final Four with back-to-back wins. Another epic battle. Cardinal gets so close. But this is going to be a tough one. All right, we got Cardinal coming out at number 7. So far in the Final Four, we got Fly Rod and the Pope. All right. Valar and Trigger. There's a lot on the line here. For obvious reasons. Give me 999s, Valar and Trigger. If Valar wins, she's back to the Final Four. If Trigger wins, we got another Trigger Fly Rod rematch. All right. I mean, this could be fun. Valar is the favorite, coming in as the number 2 rated player. Trigger, you got to pick your pet first. Trigger going with Larson. Valar, pick your pet. Splash. Splash is a pet advantage over Larson, so that is a first turn pet advantage. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got Trigger with the pet juice. Villar choosing not to use a buff this time. We got Villar with a kick to the head. Not blocked, 25% defended. Over on the other side, we got a punch to the belly. It is not blocked and not defended. Even though Villar has a pet advantage, Trigger played the juice and Trigger did not block 25%. She did not. All right, let me do this again. Kick to the head. Not blocked and not defended at all. Trigger, punch to the belly. Not blocked, not defended at all. So they had the exact same attack. Villar has a pet advantage and Trigger has a pet juice. It is a tie, but Trigger has to use the special. All right, round number 2, 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got Villar with the pet juice. Trigger choosing not to use a special. Neither player with a block, both with a claw to the ankle move. Trigger defends 25% of the ankle. Villar does not defend at all. And Villar uses the pet juice. It is a tie. Each player has now used a pet juice. We're 2 rounds in and it's still 0-0. Round 3, 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right. I am going to use that as a buff steal and a buff steal because it starts with a B and there's no other way to decipher that. So both of those are buff steals. We've got Trigger with a kick to the head. Villar blocks the kick. Over on the other side. Punch to the belly. It is not blocked. Both players burning their buff steal. And Villar gets the block. Villar getting the win 1-0. All right. Trigger down 1. Villar 1 match away from advancing. Trigger, you got to come back. 20-second timer starts now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Both players play in the paste. Neither player with a block. We got Villar, punch to the belly. It is not blocked and not defended. We've got Trigger, bite to the neck. Not blocked. not defended. It is a tie. Neither player with a special left. Villar with a 1-0 lead. So, huge advantage for Villar with no specials. But Trigger's going to have to find a way to win 2 matches. 20-second timer starts now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got no specials. Both players with the same attack. Neither player blocking. Both players claw to the ankle. Trigger defends 25% of the ankle. Trigger claw to the ankle. Villar does not defend it. Trigger gets the win. It is 1-1. Oh my goodness. We have a true tiebreaker. It is 1-1. Neither player has a special. 20-second timer starts now. The winner goes to the Final Four. The loser finishes number 6. Good luck. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Somebody is moving on and somebody is going home. Both players with a kick to the head. Neither player blocks. Neither player defends the headshot. It is a tie. And we will have another round. All they needed, anybody just got a 25% defense, they win right there. All right. Next round, good luck. 20 seconds starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Like kids on Christmas waiting to see what the other team's going to play. Opening a present. All right. We got Villar with the block. Villar with the win. Trigger went with the claw to the ankle. Villar blocks the claw. Villar punch to the belly. Trigger does not block it. Congratulations, Villar. What a match. We will not have a Trigger Fly Rod rematch. But man, was that epic. Villar trying to win back-to-back championships. She had never won a pet battle. In 3 years, she finally won. Is she going to get 2 in a row tonight? She's only a couple wins away. There's a few people standing in her way. All right, and then there was one. One more. And I'm going to show you before we get to the final match to get into the Final Four. Tonight's winner, 150,000 dead dimes. A spot on the Max Awards Wall of Fame, Salmon Springs 2025. And of course, that super, super important Gavel's Globe for our year-end event. All right, these two very familiar with each other. And again, it is Arc. It is Mirror. Another epic showdown. Lexicon and the Assassin, give me triple nines if you're ready to go. Number 1 rated player versus the number 3 rated player. So they are super, super close in the standings. Have played each other many a times. Lexicon, you are the underdog. You have to pick your pet first. We have Lexicon. Lexicon, you have to pick pet. Going with Crevice. All right, Julia, pick your pet. Now, because it did take a little bit of time going with Portia, Portia does have a pet advantage. I'm going to do a speed check between only Lexicon and Julia. So on my count of 3, I want you to type triple nines in there, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, we have Lexicon refresh. You're about 6 seconds of lag. So if you're watching or if you're playing, everybody can F5 at this moment if you want. Let me know when you're back. Just the 2 players, just Julia and Lexicon. All right, here we go. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, we got both players with a claw to the ankle. Neither player blocked. Lexicon with a 50% defend. But Julia with a 25% defend, and Julia also had a pet advantage, which makes it a tie. One defended 50%, Lexicon. One defended 25, Julia. But because Julia had the pet advantage, which is equivalent to a juice, we get a tie in round number 1. All right, round number 2. It is 0-0. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Julia with the pet juice. Lexicon with the paste. Lexicon with the block. Lexicon with the win. All right, Lexicon burning the paste. Julia burning the juice. But it was worth it because it is 1-0. Number 1 and number 3 rated players. Who's going to get the win? 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Will Lexicon take down the assassin, or will the assassin tie it up? We've got no buff for the assassin. Pet juice for Lexicon. Neither player blocked. Both with a kick to the head. Lexicon blocks 25%. Julia blocks 50%. It is a tie. So, Lexicon burning the pet juice and Julia managing to get a tie, but Lexicon is still up. 1-2-0. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Neither player with a special. Lexicon with a block. Lexicon with the win. And again, the assassin going out with specials left in her pocket. This is like deja vu from February. Lexicon getting the win in a very similar fashion to the last time they played. Congratulations to Lexicon. The assassin is out at number 5. The final 4 is set. We got Lexicon and the Pope, Valar, and Flyrod. Well, let's punch our first ticket to the finals. Valar and Flyrod, give me those 999s. You're on deck first. All right, Flyrod, you are the underdog, so you have to pick your pet first. Flyrod going with Larson. Valar. Going with Splash. Valar with the pet advantage. 20-second timer. Good luck. Starts right now. Valar on her quest to repeat. Flyrod trying to get into the finals. He's won a Death Drop championship. Can he get a pet battle championship? Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Neither player with a special. Valar with the block. Valar with the win. Flyrod went with the bite. And Valar blocked the bite. Advantage Valar. 1-0. 1 win away from the finals. Flyrod, you got to come back strong right now. 20 seconds. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. We got both players going with a buff steal. Neither player with a block. Valar, bite to the neck. Fly Rod, 25% defense. Fly Rod, punch to the belly. Not blocked and not defended. Advantage, Fly Rod. Because of the defense. Each player burning a buff steal. And now it is 1-1. It's a whole different ball game. Each player with 2 specials left. My. Valar, that path back to a championship's not easy, is it? 20-second timer starts right now. Will Valar's veteran savvy come through, or will Fly Rod finally break the curse and get into the finals? Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Valar with the paste. Fly Rod with the pet juice. Neither player with a block. Both players with the same attack. How about a claw to the ankle? Valar, claw to the ankle. It is not blocked. It is 25% defended. Over on the other side, Fly Rod, claw to the ankle. Not blocked. Not defended. It is a tie. And Fly Rod using the juice, but Valar burning the pet paste. Oh my goodness. It is still tied 1-1, but Fly Rod is a slight favorite with each player with 1 special remaining. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move, and good luck to both players. A shot at the finals is on the line. Valar with the juice. Fly Rod with the paste. Both players with the same attack. But Valar with the block, and Valar with the win. Wait a minute. Fly Rod defended 50%. I got to make sure enough gets through. It does, because she played the pet juice. Valar with the win. The block and the win. Wow. She needed a block. Otherwise, he had the pet paste. He was going to get the win. Wow. All she could do was get the block. And she got it. Another heartbreak for the champ. But not a bad finish. 4th place finish is a very solid night. All right, we got to punch one more ticket to the finals. And Fly Rod, great tournament. Great tournament tonight. So close. All right. We got the Pope. We got Lexicon. Give me 999s. All right, Lexicon is the favorite. This is the number 3 player versus number 5. Pope, you got to pick your pet first. And those of you that do not have a lot of pets, a big pet selection, keep an eye on the shop. Occasionally, there are battle pets on the shop. Look in the auction house. Having a nice pet selection really, really helps you when you're in these head-to-head matches. Pope going with Larson. Lexicon going with Crevice. There is no pet advantage either way. Straight up even match. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. We got both players with their attack in. Pope with the block. Pope with the win. Lexicon went with the claw. Pope saw it coming. Pope went with the kick. It was not blocked. Advantage Pope, 1-0. Pope trying to get into the finals for a rematch with Villar because they played last year. Lexicon trying to get to the finals to defend her title here from a year ago. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Push your moves. Pope with the juice. Lexicon with the paste. Lexicon with the block. Lexicon with the win. All right, Pope burning the juice. Lexicon burning the paste. Each player with 2 specials, but it is 1-1, which means all you need is 1 victory. All you need is to win this next match, and you are going to the finals. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Good luck, both players. Oh, Lexicon pulled the okie doke and didn't play it. Pope was going to steal it. And Lexicon with the block, and Lexicon with the win. Oh, they got the block and did not play a special for the trickeration. Oh my goodness. What an epic pull the rug out from under him. Congratulations, Lexicon. A veteran move, to say the least. Saving it for just the right moment. Congratulations. There will not be a Pope Villar rematch. Pope coming in, ranked number 5, getting a number 3 finish, but still climbing those ranks each and every day. Well, and then there was 1 match left. Now, I got to go through memory lane because, well, Villar's won a championship, but I got to tell y'all a little bit about Lexicon. Because if we go through memory lane, y'all may not know this. This is season number 1 in 2023. You got Julia up there. You got Busy Bee, won 4 championships that year. Julia came back and won a second, but buried in there, you can see week number 11, Walrus Wasteland. Now, there's a lot of Valar finishing 4th, finishing 5th, finishing 3rd. But Lexicon got that championship in year number 1. Then we go to year number 2. And looky. Week number 4. Lexicon. And sorry, Valar. Valar did win Walrus Wasteland last year. I keep forgetting that Valar won at the end of last year. That's when we celebrated it. But Valar, before she got her first victory in November, Lexicon had won their second. Again, you got Busy, you got Julia. And then we get to this year. Lexicon won week number 2. 3rd championship. And Valar won week number 3, 2nd. So Lexicon has a chance to win championship number 4 tonight. Valar going for number 3 in a classic Arc and Mirror battle, everybody. Let's get after it. May the best player win. Lexicon and Valar, give me triple 9s. Number 2 and number 3 rated players. All right. Lexicon, you are the underdog, barely. So you have to pick your pet first. All right, we need Lexicon with a pet pick. Smart move. All right, and if Lexicon did not pick Dash, I was going to, after, I couldn't say it before because I don't want to give anything away. I was going to tell all the players out there that got this far, if you have Dash, use it sometime during the tournament. Sometimes you might want to wait for the finals, but if you don't get to the finals, you don't get to use it. Dash makes the other player play Dash, which means there can be no pet advantage. So Valar, type your Dash in chat. And ladies and gentlemen, this is it. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Neither player with a special. Neither player with a block. We got Lexicon with a kick to the head. Valar does not block, does not defend. We got Valar with a bite to the neck. Lexicon 50% defend. Advantage Lexicon. 1 win away from a championship. All right, 20-second timer starts now. Can Valar get back into it and go back to back? Or will Lexicon defend their Salmon Springs title? Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. All right, both players with the pet juice. Neither player with a defense. But both players with a punch to the belly. Lexicon defends 25% of it, but Villar defends 50% of it. It is advantage Villar. They both burn the pet juice, but Villar blocks 50% of the belly. Lexicon only 25. We're tied 1-1. One match to one. Both players have two specials. This right here in a field of 16 is likely going to decide it. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move and good luck to whoever's about to become the champion. Buff Steel versus Buff Steel. Both players with a block. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Villar with the kick. Lexicon blocks the kick. Lexicon with the claw. Villar blocks the claw. And they both burn their buff steel. So each player with one special remaining. And each player just needing one victory. 20-second timer starts right now. This is the way a final is supposed to play out. High pressure, high stakes. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. And good luck. Paste versus paste. Lexicon with the block. Lexicon with the win and the championship. It was a bite. And Lexicon with the block. Lexicon even went. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Stop. I have to map this out. Lexicon did a punch to the ankle. Wait a minute. All right, hold up. I got to make sure enough damage gets through. It will, because Lexicon plays the paste, which will put them at 7. The block means no damage gets through. 7-5. Lexicon gets the win. Wow. Even with you can see the nervous attack. Lexicon did a punch to the foot. It took the block. Had it not been for the block, it was a 2-point attack and still managed to get the victory. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Big congratulations. And the victory that goes with it. All right. Let's get a nice little photo shoot over here. Just like Villar needed to block. Lexicon needed the block. Lexicon, 150,000 dead dimes. Now, I want to tell y'all, Lexicon lost and had to rebuy. It is hard to go through a first round loss and come all the way back through all those matches and get to the finals and win a championship. This might have been one of the toughest paths and one of the greatest tournament victories we've ever had in Play Dead Live. We're not talking about somebody that just automatically went through to a final seed. We're talking about losing and then having to play your way match after match to grind those victories out to get a championship and get down to the finals and get a block in the final. What an epic, epic conclusion. Villar, a great run. Villar went 2 straight tournaments without losing a single match until the very end. It looked like she was going to go undefeated for 2 straight months, but it came down to 1 block at the very end. Great job to all the participants tonight. Excellent tournament. You guys absolutely killed it. This is what Play Dead Live is all about. Get everybody together, get the matches, because eventually it's going to be your time, and when you have to go through a lot of people, it makes it super, super rewarding. So we will be doing inventory with the Breakfast Club tomorrow and doing a little bit of fishing. Thanks for an awesome tournament, one of the best ones we've ever had. Great job, everybody. Have a good night, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for It's Good to Be King fishing event. Talk to you all soon. Peace.